guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So the LR Trunks EZA is here. Trunks' EZA, I think, is probably going to be one of the easier EZAs probably in this game's history. Because our boy Trunks here is actually weak to the Space Traveling Warriors category. So you just have a ton of characters that will be able to absolutely just disintegrate this Trunks, right? Remember that one of the really big things that you do have to do, you know, with these LR EZAs is you do want to make sure you have the legendary power link active. That's very important because that's what does all of the additional damage, right? Like, you know, basically that's the reason I brought LRB Pan on the team, right? Despite the fact that she's just sort of like a super class, like, you know, a GT unit that doesn't really have a lot in common with, like, all these Friezas and Bojacks and Coolers and stuff like that, I am still bringing B-Pan to get that legendary power link active, and, you know, that, again, is what allows us to do all of the additional damage. But the Space Traveling Warrior category team is just, it's just so tight. Like, it's strong, right? Like, you have really powerful LRs, AGL, LR Full Power Frieza, Turles, LR Jiren could probably put in some damage in here, you know, STR Full Power Frieza, Prime Battle Frieza, maybe even LR Beerus and Whis. Just like a lot of these type of characters, I think, actually really will be able to contribute quite a bit towards taking this stage down, not only quickly, but like very, very effectively, right? And a lot of these characters are characters that have been around for a while, right? Like, you know, LR Full Power Frieza is, you know, 2.5 years old. The STR one, the one I'm using right here, right? Keep in mind that if you do rock AGL Full Power Frieza, or if you did manage to pull him, he could be really effective in here with his active skill, right? That's a huge thing to never really sort of like take advantage, like forget about, is that, like, you know, LR Full Power Frieza, if you're going up against a super class enemy in like an EZA type environment, you'll be able to bust out the active skill, you know, to sort of lay down that finishing blow. And then, of course, you know, if you're going up against like a villain EZA, with Namek Goku, and you'd be able to use his active skill, you know, again, to be able to deliver the finishing blow. You know, when I'm, you know, sort of maneuvering my rotations in here too, keep in mind that legendary power is the #1 thing to have active, which, you know, can be a bit wonky with B-Pan in here as one of our LRs, because, you know, B-Pan doesn't have, like, big bad bosses, and a lot of these, like, you know, Bojack, Cooler, Turles, you know, they have the trio of Thirst for Conquest, big bad bosses, or, well, what are they? They have, there's Thirst for Conquest, big bad bosses, Fierce Battle. Like, they just have, like, a bunch of common links, like, in that realm that are going to allow them to really be able to contribute a lot of extra damage. In terms of, like, characters who could be really good in this EZA, one character that, you know, typically can be very good defensively for difficult contents that won't be so crazy here is the Int Final Form Frieza. Because remember, he's really crazy if he's going up against a Sun family enemy, which of course we are not doing here. Trunks, of course, is Vegeta family. Sun family, Goku family, whatever. I do think potentially, like, rocking a rotation of the Topo/Pride Troopers and then, like, LR Jiren together, that probably would work out very well, right? You could honestly do, like, you could use, like, STR Whis. STR Whis in any content that doesn't, you know, disable dodge, STR Whis is going to be very, very good in. So, you know, we potentially could use him in here. Maybe like a rotation of STR Whis and then LR Beerus and Whis would be very powerful. Another character, kind of like a sleeper character that, like, I feel like no one really knows about how ridiculously busted she is the STR Pan, the sort of like the banner unit, like, waifu Pan. Like, I don't know what to call her, but, like, she's one of those, like, Valentine's Day, like, waifu cards, that Pan. She got her EZA during the summer, and she's ridiculously powerful for difficult content. She is an absolute juggernaut of a tank, right? So, like, that Pan, potentially with, like, LRB Pan or something like that, will be really good in here. LRB Pan, of course, being fantastic because she's an LR. Right, she's got type advantage against physical Trunks. She's also an LR. She just has a lot going for her. She also can heal you too, which definitely can be very, very helpful. Getting the heals from our girl LRB Pan and stuff like that. What other units in here are going to potentially be good? It's just like a lot of the same ones. Like, you could probably get away with running like characters like Physical, Final Form Cooler, and stuff like that. But for the most part, you do probably want to like steer more towards LRs and just building around the LRs to really allow them to sort of dominate our boy Trunks. I guess you could probably also try like AGL Turles. Like, if you had a rotation where you have an LR in slot 1, then you have LR Turles in slot 2, and then you have like AGL Turles in slot 3, right? So we're talking LR Turles with legendary power. Like, if your rotation would be like first form Prime Battle Frieza, then LR Turles, and AGL Turles, I bet LR Turles could like one-shot like the stage 10 here, like pretty casually, honestly. Like with all of his powerful links activated, and if he does a double or triple super, right, you know, all that extra damage that Turles would be able to do from getting the additional sort of like buffs from whatchamacallit would be just absolutely insane, right? Like, it would be absolutely crazy. LR Turles is definitely very good. I'm still waiting for his the EZA for AGL Turles. AGL Turles gets his EZA, man. It is going to be absolutely crazy, right? When AGL Turles gets his EZA. And that's where, like, LR Turles, he is going to look exactly every bit as good as a lot of people sort of have, like, AGL Turles, or LR Turles has, right? Because a lot of people talk about LR Turles like he's one of the best units in the game. It's like, I get it, like, but it's just like, I feel like without another, like, LR Turles looks completely crazy and different when you're, you know, consistently able to get him to 18 key and potentially past the 18 key to, like, you know, close to his 24 key. LR Turles with 24 key is ridiculous. He becomes super effective against all types, and he's able to bust out, you know, again, triple super attacks and everything. Like, it can get absolutely ridiculous, but it's not super easy to be able to do that for Turles. Right, because he doesn't give himself too much key, besides just like his support type effect and stuff like that. So, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so we pretty much just have these like 2 stages left here. There's not really too much to say about this one. Again, the Space Traveling Warrior, like STR, being what's good against this, like, it's a joke. There's just so many like strong Space Traveling Warrior units. It's just a really, really good category team. So, I don't anticipate this is like one that people are going to struggle with too much. What is the Zarbon and Dodoria? I know they're a free-to-play. Are they 77%? Yeah, they're 77%. I suppose you could probably go, like, First Form Frieza. You could rock Prime Battle Frieza as your sort of free-to-play leader, you know, going up against this. And I think First Form Frieza and then, like, a friend Bojack, like, should be easy even for free-to-play players. I just don't really think that there's going to be too much difficulty for most players to get this Trunks done. So I guess I'll just go ahead and finish up here. Let me know what you guys think of the LR Trunks EZA. Again, Space Traveling Warriors will allow you to absolutely disintegrate this in record time. And the fact that you have like a really strong behemoth of a free-to-play LR in First Form Prime Battle Frieza will allow him to absolutely dominate. So again, thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.